Ever wondered if the masked vigilante world of KickAss would see a triumphant return? Well, get ready, because KickAss 3 might just be on the horizon, and it's shaping up to be a wild ride. After a decade of whispers, rumors, and a roller coaster of developments, the latest news is here. Not only that, but the film is in the works and set to kick off filming in 2024. But here's the twist, it's not just a sequel, it's a reboot. So who's strapping on the iconic green suit this time? And what crazy adventures await in this new chapter? Let's dive into the buzz surrounding KickAss 3 and see what fresh mayhem is in store for fans of this gritty superhero franchise. It's been a while since the first two KickAss movies, but there's still hope for KickAss 3. The films feature Aaron Taylor Johnson as Dave Lizewski, a shy high schooler who turns his comic book passion into real-life superheroism. Chloë Grace Moretz plays Mindy McCready, aka Hit Girl, a much more effective superhero with combat skills that overshadow KickAss. These characters quickly became iconic after the success of KickAss 2, and a sequel was anticipated. However, a decade later, KickAss 3 has yet to materialize. Even before the arrival of Deadpool and Logan, the KickAss movies demonstrated that R-rated superhero films could thrive with their intense violence and explicit languages. While KickAss 2 didn't achieve the same level of critical and commercial success as the first film, it performed well enough to ignite conversations about a possible KickAss 3. Due to director Matthew Vaughn's focus on the Kingsman franchise, the KickAss series took a back seat. However, this doesn't mark the end of the series, as Vaughn has confirmed that KickAss 3 is now in progress. The latest updates on KickAss 3 were revealed at the 2023 New York Comic-Con. During a panel hosted by Matthew Vaughn, various upcoming projects were discussed, including the anticipated KickAss reboot. Vaughn reiterated that the project was indeed progressing, breaking the silence that had lingered for a few years. Additionally, he confirmed that filming for KickAss 3 is set to commence in 2024. During the October 2023 New York Comic-Con, Matthew Vaughn shared exciting news about KickAss 3, emphasizing that it's not only happening, but will also take the form of a reboot. He expressed his intention to recapture the impact that KickAss had on the superhero genre, stating, "KickAss sort of changed people's perception of what a superhero film is at that time, so we're doing it again." Vaughn clarified that the reboot won't initially involve characters from the previous KickAss installments. However, he hinted at the possibility of reintroducing them in the future, adding, "We'd like to bring them back after the reboot, but this reboot is just going off on a tangent that I really can't talk about, but it's fun." Despite the ongoing SAG-AFTRA strike at the time of Vaughn's remarks, the announcement that filming for KickAss 3 would commence in 2024 provided a promising update. The reboot aspect introduces an element of mystery regarding the storyline for KickAss 3. While Matthew Vaughn hinted at the potential return of the original cast after the upcoming movie, it seems confirmed that they won't be part of this installment. However, Vaughn also indicated that their characters won't be recast, leaving fans to anticipate how the story will unfold with this intriguing twist. Now, despite the seemingly inevitable progression towards a trilogy following the release of KickAss 2 in 2013, the third KickAss movie has faced an unexpectedly challenging production journey. In a 2015 Q&A for Yahoo Movies, Matthew Vaughn, the director of the franchise, confirmed that he wasn't done with the KickAss series and was actively working on future installments. He mentioned a prequel in development, exploring the origin story of Hit Girl and Big Daddy, with the aim of winning back those who were dissatisfied with KickAss 2. Following this, there was a significant gap until late 2021, when director Matthew Vaughn revealed plans for a substantial reboot of KickAss within the next 2 years. Some misunderstood this statement, thinking the reboot would be released 2 years after Vaughn's announcement. However, Vaughn clarified that he meant the film rights to the KickAss character would revert back in 2 years, as reported by Collider. This reversion of rights to KickAss creator Mark Millar would grant Vaughn and Millar the creative freedom to chart the characters' on-screen adventures as they saw fit. Matthew Vaughn has affirmed that the script for the reboot is ready to go, and he tantalizingly described the premise for KickAss 3 as so effing nuts that I can't talk about it. From Vaughn's comments, it appears that the KickAss reboot is set to push boundaries even further than the original films. He went on to say, "We're going to reboot it where people will be like, he is insane." Clarifying in 2023, Vaughn specified that the reboot wouldn't involve restarting the story of Kick-Ass from the beginning with recast characters. Instead, it will introduce new characters, leaving room for the originals to potentially return after Kick-Ass 3. As for the Kick-Ass 3 cast, it is yet to be confirmed, and recent announcements indicate that it will feature an entirely new set of names and faces. Matthew Vaughn, upon revealing his plans for the Kick-Ass reboot, mentioned, "I'm going to need one very, very brave actor or actress to play the new Kick-Ass." This implies that Aaron Taylor Johnson will not be returning to portray Dave Lizewski in Kick-Ass 3, as Vaughn is on the lookout for a new actor to step into the role. Hey, so it looks like we might not see Aaron Taylor Johnson back as Dave Lizewski in Kick-Ass 3, but Chloë Grace Moretz is totally up for reprising her role as Hit Girl. She's all about it, saying she'd love to do it if the stars align. But here's the scoop from Matthew Vaughn. It seems like the original Kick-Ass crew won't be making a comeback for the third movie. Vaughn hinted that there could be a chance for them to return in a possible fourth movie or maybe even a TV show, especially after the upcoming soft reboot. Fingers crossed for more Kick-Ass adventures for them. Despite the absence of the original cast, notable actors like Jim Carrey and Chloë Grace Moretz, among others, are expected to play significant roles in Kick-Ass 3. I'm glad. I was hoping to see those back. Let me know which character you want to see most. Now let's get into the good stuff. Kick-Ass 3 story details. So as of now, there is no official plot synopsis for Kick-Ass 3, as the development of the third installment hasn't been officially confirmed, and the reboot is being kept under wraps. However, considering the pattern established by the previous movies, where the first Kick-Ass drew inspiration from Book 1 of the Dave Lizewski years comics, and Kick-Ass 2 incorporated elements from Book 2 and Book 3, it was expected that Kick-Ass 3 would adapt Book 4. This particular comic brings the team-up story of Kick-Ass and Hit Girl to a close, offering a potential conclusion for Aaron Taylor Johnson's portrayal of Dave Lizewski, while allowing Chloë Grace Moretz to continue her role as Mindy McCready. Contrary to expectations, Matthew Vaughn's comments suggest that Kick-Ass 3 might not feature Dave Lizewski at all. This opens up the possibility that the movie could skip to Book 5, where Patience Lee takes up the mantle of Kick-Ass and continues the vigilante crusade. Patience, introduced in the 2018 comic book Kick-Ass: The New Girl, is a single mother and Afghanistan war veteran who dons the Kick-Ass costume to steal money from mobsters to support her family. This narrative leads her down a dark path and puts her at odds with Hit Girl, giving Chloë Grace Moretz a significant role in Kick-Ass 3, despite the fact that the film is a reboot. Well, that's it. For now, make sure that you like our video. Please share your views in the comments section with us. Subscribe to the channel to get updated, and don't forget to hit the bell icon to never miss an update. Thanks for watching the video, and we'll see you at the next one.